All measures combined ensure more jobs for the community and an expanding tax base that should further stabilize the city's revenues. The city for 2026 will be reducing operating mills for the Public Act 33 assessment to supplement police and fire operations. The city will also be seeking a new deputy city manager and a ordinance enforcement officer. Our 2000 inflation and other factors. The 2026 budget assumes a successful adoption of PA 33 law by our City Council for police and fire services. There will be no reduction in police or fire services provided to residents or businesses in the city of Harper Woods. The city also levies a Public Act 359 millage not to exceed $50,000 to enhance the image of the city. 26, we need to continue to address the reliance of high taxation in our city. A long-term steady decrease of our millage assessment for PA 33 is highly likely once reliable revenues materialize from the Eastland development combined with the commercial ventures of both the new housing project at the former Polk-Pard School location and the venture capital investment of the cannabis industry. We also hired a new full-time director. Tax rates will be reduced from 1.8053 mils to 1.7752 mils, or a 0.0301 tax mill reduction. Debt service funds. The 0.75 millage levy that has been eliminated from tax bills was due to the payment in total of the 2004 library bond issue. Additionally, the city in 2000 maintenance cost of operating the system. The city is proposing a reduction of 0.25 mils for 2026. A total of 6.25 mils will be added to winter tax bills and another 4 mils will be added to summer tax bills for a total millage of 10.25 mils for 2026. Tax rates will be reduced from 10.50 mils to 10.25 mils, or we have not budgeted, nor do we expect any major equipment purchases from this fund in 2026. Cost of maintaining all city equipment will need to be evaluated in the future. The fund balance has recovered from a prior deficit and the fund is now compliant with regulations prescribed by the state of Michigan. The city plans on using this fund to supplement vehicle purchases in the future and relieve financial pressure from the general fund. This fund solvent. This budget reflects not only current operation expenses, but includes future enhancements earmarked for sewer repair replacement projects. The water fund has been required to absorb certain maintenance costs that were formerly associated with the stormwater fund. No water rate increases are projected for year 2026. The refuse fund. The city's refuse fund manages the city's rubbish equipment purchases from this fund in 2026. Cost of maintaining all city equipment will need to be evaluated in the future. The fund balance has recovered from a prior deficit and the fund is now compliant with regulations prescribed by the state of Michigan. The city plans on using this fund to supplement vehicle purchases in the future and relieve financial pressure from the general fund. The water and sewer fund. The 2026 budget for water and sewer fund will reflect aggressive cash collections of unpaid outstanding water balances for residential and commercial users. Yearly scheduled water shutoffs will occur between 4 to 5 times a year for unpaid balances. The city periodically evaluates the rates needed to charge residents and commercial businesses to keep this fund solvent. This budget reflects not only current operation expenses, but includes future enhancements earmarked for sewer repair replacement projects. The water fund has been required to absorb certain maintenance costs that were formerly associated with the stormwater fund. No water rate increases are projected for year 2026. The refuse fund. The city's refuse fund manages the city's rubbish removal services. It is funded by a dedicated property tax millage and refuse collection fees. The refuse fund, the city's current refuse fund contract will expire at the end of 2026. Tax rates will be reduced from 2.4034 mils to 2.3635 mils, or 0.0399 tax mill reduction. Capital Projects Fund. This fund is a newer addition for Harper Woods and serves as a one-year forecast, mostly of one-time, non-recurring expenditures. New sidewalks, street repairs, tree trimming, DPW equipment, and parks or building improvements will be highlighted for 2026. Pocket Park Fund. The city has received a $200,000 grant from the state of Michigan to develop a pocket park at Roscommon and Dupre Avenues. This park will feature seating areas, French drain, 8 to 10 foot outdoor fencing surrounding the perimeter, walking area, planting area, and displays for future local art. Major street improvements will serve to slow down traffic on the street alongside the park. Act 51 local road funds will be added to the grant funds for those specific road improvements. Community Center. The city has received a grant award in the amount of $1.5 million to be applied against the full construction cost of approximately $2.4 million for the completion of a new community center to be located in Salter Park and completed in year 2026. The financing will involve an additional grant of $379,035 from Wayne County and a subsidy by the city of Harper Woods of approximately $521,000 spread over 2 years, but not in 2026. We did this in 2024 and 2025, of approximately $260,500 for year 24 and $260,500 for 2025. Extended efforts will be made by the city to secure additional funding for business enhancement and/or city programs in the future from the federal, state, and local governments, which may include matching funds from private foundations and charities. And I do want to say something, since the question was asked about the community center here, that we have switched gears from our original focus, and we have contacted the state of Michigan. We have Beverly Hanna here from Hanna and Associates, and we're no longer going to be doing the community center building, but we're looking at a dome concept which we can completely finance with the money that we have on hand. That doesn't mean we're abandoning the, I want to say, pursuit of getting a brick and mortar community center, but we need to let things settle down. Right now, nothing is steady. We have built a caucus of Republicans and Democrats that are all interested in helping our community with this effort, because we are in a very unique situation. We are a city that does not have a community center and does not have a heating and cooling facility for seniors or a gathering place. So we have scaled down the project, and we're on a very aggressive timetable here. And again, that'll be explained a little bit later during this meeting, but that's it in a nutshell. And the other funds presented herein are essentially not changed from previous years. The city has established funds for drug forfeiture, K-9, Omni, revolving loan, OWI, and employee separation pay. And that's a new one here. We have a bubble of employees that will be set to retire within the next 5 years. And what we've done in 2025, while we have the money here, is we set aside money to pay off leave balances for accrued sick and vacation time. Should all of that have happened 5 years from now, what would have happened is we probably would have been knocking out positions. for police officers, firefighters, DPW, you name it. This eliminates that. And also our opioid lawsuit funds for 2026. You are hereby requested to approve the 2026 budget on an activity basis. Line item details have been provided to you in your budget workbooks for information purposes only. Adoption on an activity basis allows your management the flexibility to adjust line items as may be necessary from time to time and bring budget amendments to the City Council when practical or necessary. We believe the budget presented herein accurately represents the city's financial position and condition. We hereby submit and recommend your approval of the 2026 budget.
All right. Now, for any questions or discussion, and if anyone from the audience have any questions, please step to the podium.
Madam Mayor?
Yeah.
Quick question. We heard repeatedly and positively that our assessments are going down. I'm curious what the total millage reduction is.
It's about 2.6395.
Fabulous. Thank you.
Kristen Ellen Sullivan, Country Club Drive. I was just wondering, was there anything in the budget for animal control?
Yes.
I didn't see that.
No, it's in there. Yeah.
Where is it?
It,
I probably just missed it.
yeah, it's actually part of the general fund. It's in our workbooks here. It's definitely there. We couldn't get by without having animal control here.
Thank you.
Sheila Hakim, who lives on Livingstone, more specifically, but related to the same thing. I think a lot of people are interested in exactly what is happening to animals that are picked up. We don't have a place. We were told to call the police, but what are we doing with
We're
animals?
talking about the budget here.
Well,
Okay,
that's related.
you could
because
say
if
that.
you put the animals, that would be related to the budget.
There's money in the budget. There's money in the budget to cover that.
Is there anyone else with any questions or discussion, including council? We all went through this already.
Madam Mayor? I just want to comment on, I'm glad to see that we have, we were able to come up with some real tax reductions that the residents should really see this year. So everybody was saying how we're going to reduce taxes. We are starting to do that right now, and I'm proud to say that you should see that in your next tax bills.
All right, I need a motion to close the hearing.
Madam Mayor?
I mean, the hearing.
Madam Mayor?
Yeah.
Make a motion to close the public hearing.
Support.
All right. Budget hearing is now closed, and we will move on.
Okay, new business item number 2, adoption of tax levy resolution 2026 budget. Mayor and council, as noted in the budget message PA 5 of 1982 as amended, requires the city council to establish a tax rate to support the budget. That resolution is found on page 1 of the budget document. Mayor, a resolution is recommended.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
take resolution, adopt the tax levy resolution set forth on page 1 of the budget document, hereby establishing the following rate for 2026. General, 18.5270, PA 359.1678, refuse, 2.3635, milk liver grain, 10.2500, library, 1.7752, active adult commission, 0.3441. The total is 33.4276.
Support. Okay, any discussion? Roll call vote, Ms. Quinn, please.
Councilman Jenny.
Yes.
Councilwoman LaFrat.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sawicki.
Yes.
Councilman Tucson.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Williams.
Yes.
Mayor Kindle.
Yes.
Councilwoman Constantino.
Yes.
Okay, resolution passes.
Okay, new business item number 3, adoption of budget adoption and appropriation resolution 2026 budget. Mayor and council, with all of the public hearing requirements having now been met and the new tax levy resolution enacted, the 2026 budget can now be adopted. The adoption and appropriation resolution is found on page 2 of the budget document. It is recommended that this resolution be adopted. Mayor, a resolution is recommended.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
make the resolution to approve the budget adoption and appropriation resolution found on page 2 of the budget document, thereby adopting the 2026 budget as presented.
Support.
Any discussion? Roll call vote, Ms. Frank.
Councilwoman LaFrat.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sawicki.
Yes.
Councilman Tucson.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Williams.
Yes.
Mayor Kindle.
Yes.
Councilwoman Constantino.
Yes.
Councilman Jenny.
Yes.
Okay, resolution passes.
Okay, new business item number 4, establish Milk River drain assessment. Mayor and council, in accordance with Milk River Intercounty Drain Assessment, Chapter 21, 1956, PA 40 of the Michigan Drain Code, MCL 280.526, mandates that the city levy sufficient taxes to pay the drain assessments. In addition, Section 527 of Chapter 21 provides that taxes levied by the city for the payment of the drain assessments shall not be deemed to be within any statutory or charter tax limitation. The city may impose taxes without limitation as to rate or amount for the payment of these assessments in anticipation of which bonds are issued. Which taxes shall be in addition to any taxes that the public corporation may otherwise be authorized to levy, but not more than the rate or amount sufficient therefore. MCL 280.527. The imposition of sufficient taxes to pay the drain assessments for the payment of debt incurred for reasons of public health may be levied without limitation as to rate or amount on all taxable properties in the city without public referendum. Mayor, a resolution is recommended.
Madam Mayor, a resolution in accordance with Milk River Intercounty Drain Assessments, Chapter 21, 1956, PA 40, as amended, as obligations under the Michigan Drain Code, the city of Happy Woods is mandated to levy 10.25 mils on all taxable properties in the city and fund the Milk River Intercounty Drain Assessment on its tax bills dated December 1st, 2025.
Support.
Any discussion?
Madam Mayor? I just thought it would be valuable for the city manager to explain that we don't make any kind of profit.
No.
Well, I
Not
mean,
at all.
levying over and above
Yeah.
what is absolutely required.
Well, yeah, we started out, and again, you know, there was a lawsuit involved, and we started out at 12 mils, and we're down to 10 and a quarter, and we're gonna be pushing downward, you know, as efficiencies bear out. We're making progress there, so it's, no, we don't keep any of this. This is to keep your basements from flooding with sewage water.
Any further discussion? Roll call vote, Ms. Frank.
Councilwoman Sawicki.
Yes.
Councilman Tucson.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Williams.
Yes.
Mayor Kindle.
Yes.
Councilwoman Constantino.
Yes.
Councilman Jenny.
Yes.
Councilwoman LaFrat.
Yes.
Okay, resolution passes.
Okay, new business item number 5, progress payment number 2, Roscommon Pocket Park number 180-329. Mayor and council attaches a letter from our city engineers transmitting progress payment number 2 on the Roscommon Pocket Park project number 180-329. It is recommended that this payment be approved. Mayor, a resolution is recommended.
Madam Mayor?
recommended.
Yes.
I'll offer the resolution to approve payment to Premier Group Associates LLC
in the amount of $28,749.33 for progress payment number 2 on the Roscommon Pocket Park project number 180-329.
Support.
Any discussion?
Madam Mayor?
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that this payment, none of this payment is going toward things that, I have a personal problem with, and that is that it is not going toward the number of picnic tables or the huge pavilion, that is planned for that location. And so I won't object to this payment, but I do want to make known the fact that I am opposed to putting in a 30 by 30 foot pavilion. I measured out my living room, dining room area, and it's a total of 21 feet. I've hosted many parties in that space. I know that we have 30 by 30 foot pavilions at Salter Park, and on weekends, I often see large family gatherings. I don't want, and I don't think any of the neighbors in that location want to have large family parties taking place within the neighborhood. And so I am once again going to object to the size of this pavilion. Perhaps the city needs to eat the cost and put it in at Danbury Park where there's a lot of space. Put something smaller in this location. But 6 picnic tables and a 30 by 30 foot pavilion just shrieks party. And I don't think that that's the intention. That's certainly not what any of the neighbors have indicated. They were concerned about just having little kids in the park causing noise. And so I have to mention this, and I'm pleased to see that we're not paying for these items yet. So I have to mention that at this time.
Is there any further discussion? Roll call vote, Mrs. Frank?
Councilman Tucson.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Williams.
Yes.
Mayor Kendall.
Yes.
Councilwoman Costantino.
Yes.
Councilman Jenny.
Yes.
Councilwoman LaPrat.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sawicki.
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Okay, new business item number 6, Progress Payment Community Center. Mayor and council attaches an invoice for payment to Hannah Associates for the design, development, and construction documentation for the Harper Woods Community Center project, which includes revisions. The total is as follows. Invoice number 2024110-006 revised is $44,416.55. This invoice shall be submitted for reimbursement to the County of Wayne against their purchase order number 22574742-00-OB. I recommend approval of this invoice, and I have also asked the architect, Beverly Hanna is here, and Ty Hinton, our Economic Development Director, to explain any questions that the council may have on this invoice going forward. So saying that, Mayor, a resolution is recommended.
Madam Mayor?
Yes.
Make resolution, approve payment to Hannah Associates in the amount of $44,416.55 for design development services in conjunction with the community center project.
Support.
All right, any discussion?
Madam Mayor?
Mm-hmm.
Just a quick question. I just want to understand what construction documentation is, because that seems to be the majority of what this payment is. So what does that mean?
Construction documentation means the documents that have to be developed for the general contractors to bid on. These are the drawings, measurements, all the things that the contractors need to see in order to render a bid.
All right, then I have a second question, and that has to do with what's mentioned as kitchen consultant, because we were told that there was not going to be a kitchen in the facility. So I see that we're paying on bidding and negotiation and design development for a kitchen.
That's an expense that had already been occurred for the original, so we have to pay.
Okay, but that is not in the current plan. Will we have the opportunity to see the current plan before we proceed on it?
Yes, well, we hope to present to the planning commission. Let me explain to everybody that we made this shift. We have a very aggressive timetable. The dome was the most efficient way of spending the state's money before it disappeared, along with the county money and so on. So we are in the planning stage now. That's why nothing has been presented. There's work to be done. I'm sure that presentation will be forthcoming fairly soon.
Do we know when it's going to the planning commission?
Excuse me?
Do we know when it's going to the planning commission?
Yes, so we'll be going for the planning commission in their November meeting.
November, thank you.
Are there any further discussion? Roll call vote, Ms. Frank?
Mayor Pro Tem Williams,
Yes.
Mayor Kindle,
Yes.
Councilwoman Constantino,
Yes.
Councilman Jenny,
Yes.
Councilwoman LaPrat,
Yes.
Councilwoman Sawicki,
Yes,
Councilman Tucson.
Yes.
Okay, resolution passes.
Okay, new business item number 7, transfer to 2024 winter tax roll delinquent grass cutting special pickups and meter replacements. Mayor and council, attached is a request for authorization from the treasurer to transfer to the tax rolls delinquent bills not paid by the property owners. This is done annually, and their delinquent bills then become a tax lien on the property. It is recommended that these transfers be approved, and Mayor, the treasurer is here to answer any questions should the council have them, and a resolution is recommended.
Madam Mayor?
I'd like to make the resolution to approve the transfer of $84,105.54 for miscellaneous city services, $12,365 for special pickups, and $3,017 for meter replacements, total of $99,487.54 to the 2025 winter tax roll as proposed and submitted by the treasurer.
Support.
Any discussion?
I don't want to be the only one who ever asks questions, but I have a question. And this has to do with the meter replacements. I know that we have a meter replacement fund, so I assume this is something over and above that. And so how does that happen?
Kim, would you care to explain?
So the meter charges that we assess to the residents are usually damaged by a dog that chews the wires, and we have to replace the meter. So it's usually the resident, something happened in the house above and below.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Are there any further discussion? Roll call vote, Mr. Frank?
Mayor Kindle,
Yes.
Councilwoman Constantino.
Yes.
Councilman Jenny.
Yes.
Councilwoman LaPrat.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sawicki.
Yes.
Councilman Tucson.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Williams.
Yes.
Okay, resolution passes.
And Mayor, that concludes the city manager's reports.
All right, then this takes us to call the audience, and before you all get there, I want to apologize for my lateness. I had an unexpected death in the family, and so it's taken me a little back today to do some other things, memorializing this young child. So, please excuse me, and thank you, Councilwoman Williams, for stepping in for me. Mayor Pro Tem, I'm so sorry for stepping in for me. And I just want to explain to you guys so, I don't see my usual rebel here that might have been questioning my being late. So, but anyway, I still think that you all deserve to understand why I was late to get here. city council meeting. Thank you. Call the audience.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Janetta Tavron, I live on Rose Court. Just a couple of things. We have, our Neighborhood Economic Development Coalition has a pre-holiday Move, Groove, and Refresh event coming up, November 15th. From 1 to 4, it will be at the Morton Development Group, 19934 Harper Avenue. We will have chair Zumba, chair Zental, where you sit in the chair and do Zumba. We will have massages by Mariah, and we will have a cornhole tournament by Ms. Teresa. So I have a couple of flyers here, if you would like some. And also, Forgotten Harvest and the Morton Development Group will be distributing food on November 6th at 20955 Bournemouth in Harper Woods, Michigan. That's from 2 to 4, and you can start lining up about 1:30. Thank you.
Reginald Tabron, Rose Court. As members of the school board, just want to inform you about our high school football team. The football team defeated Macomb Lutheran North last Friday. It was a close one, 24-17. And the football team is preparing for the second round of state playoffs with the home game on November the 7th, this Friday, against Chandler Park Academy. So I would encourage all the residents to come out to that game and give your support to our football team, because we know that when we come together as one, we will have a great impact on the football players, and that will encourage them to do what they do. The 8th annual turkey drive at the CCI will be on November the 21st, 2025, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And Harper Woods High School had a college night, which were attracting a lot of participation from more than 79 colleges. And while they were there, they were teaching them learn admission requirements and financial aid. Also, as school board members, we encourage all the residents to come to the high school at our school board meetings tomorrow at 7 p.m. Thank you. I'm sorry, 6:30. 6:30.
Thank you. Anyone else? No? All righty then. Councilwoman Constantino?
I don't have anything.
Councilman Toussaint. I wanted to make note that in the inside of this year, this month, the past week, they did a pretty good job of actually picturing all of our summer activities. It really looks like Harper Woods was really jumping, especially when they did a collage of all the pictures on it and all that. It was really impressive. I just wanted to bring that up. The Artesian Festival in the library was fun on the Saturday. Hope they sold a lot of stuff. It was pretty good. It was nice. I always go to those functions. And somebody's always feel obligated to buy something too, so everybody benefits from those. The library is just doing a wonderful job with all those little programs. In fact, Mary Beth, she's not here tonight, and I joined the arts and crafts at the library, making suspended ghosts in a bottle. It was really fun. They had pretty good participation. I must say though, because I was also trying to campaign a little bit too, a lot of the people that are coming are not only in Harper Woods, but surrounding areas. They're coming also to a lot of the activities, which is really good. That people now want to come to Harper Woods for our entertainment. So I was glad to see that. I've already commented, seen a reduction on the tax bill. So that's all, and tomorrow is election day. Hopefully I'll see you sitting here again next month. At least that's my thoughts. But, you know, it's still our obligation to vote whoever you want to vote for, and it's very important to vote. Many of us in here have to fight for the right to vote. So, you know, let's take advantage of what some of the things that our ancestors did to make sure we all have equal voting rights. So please do that if you haven't already done it. Vote.
I want to follow up on that, and, you know, good luck to all of the candidates, myself included, I guess. But Mr. Toussaint is 100% accurate, of course. A lot of people fought to allow us to have the right to vote. And we can't give up that, you know, that right. And so get involved and be out there. I did also want to mention that the library has a number of interesting programs coming up. Just this week, we have a speaker series. Well, tomorrow is I guess that's tonight is a craft night. But no, tomorrow is a craft night, I'm sorry, that they have going on at the library. They're doing, I think, little pumpkins that you can decorate your table, your holiday table with. There's going to be a local speaker that's talking about Vernors, and I understand that you're also going to be able to get a Vernors float, which I really used to love when I was a kid. And so that's coming up on the 5th. And then there's Cheer Zumba coming up on Friday at the library. So get involved. I know there's a nice calendar online to check out the programs that are taking place there. Thank you.
I'll make mine short and sweet. I wish everyone good luck tomorrow for voting. Get out and vote. I'll make it short and sweet because Ms. Frank has a very long day tomorrow. We appreciate everything she does for the elections. Leading up to it, it's not just a one-day thing. It's a long time. Even if it's local, it's still a long time, and it's a lot of effort. So I appreciate what she does, and again, good luck, everyone, tomorrow.
This isn't to step on the mayor's great food pantry, and I know that that you're looking for even more, more people and donations. But this Saturday, Senator Hertel, State Rep Ties are doing a one-time food drive there's 132 residents over at Park Place, and they're doing a one-time food drive this Saturday, collecting at the library from 11 to 4. These are all seniors, and I can tell you that Insurer Boost, those things are liquid gold to these people. So if you want to donate that, it's expensive, and that would be a great thing to donate. But if you stop by the library between 11 and 4, you can drop off non-perishables, and we'll get them over to the seniors at Park Place.
Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to offer my condolences to you there, your family member.
Yes.
And a couple of things. I hate to mention it again, but about the sidewalk repair program. I know that it was almost finished or just about done, and they supposedly came back out and did whatever little bits they needed to do. And I was just wondering whether, when they make these repairs, is there like supervision to come out and double check it? Because I still see on my block
Yeah, there is.
things that's not.
Again, this wasn't our pick as far as the contractor. And what's going to happen is we're going to see where the season finishes out. There's still going to be a lot of construction going on throughout the city for I want to say 3/4 of November. And what's going to happen is if they do not pick up the ground and the debris, we are going to hire a contractor and subtract it from the invoices payable to them. But we want to see, what's going to take place. We don't want to invite a lawsuit here. We don't have to, but they were not our pick. We had to take them because we took the state grant.
All right, thank you, because I've seen some sidewalks, and they came back, and came back, and came back, and came back. It's still
Yeah, we're disappointed with them.
And, couple other things, I do want to say good luck to everyone who's running, all the candidates. Tomorrow, we have 3 seats up for city council this year. So, good luck to all the candidates that's running, everyone. Wish you the best and hope we have a nice turnout, for the election. And the last thing is the, Veterans Day. Veterans Day is coming up next week. And I do want to tip my hat, to all the veterans that may be watching, when we do the video, and all the veterans that's out here in the audience or family members that are veteran. I am a former military police officer, so I do want to thank all the veterans for everything they've done to help keep our country safe. That's it.
I just want to express one thing, that in regards to the problems that we're facing with food inequities, that don't be embarrassed if you need something to step up. That's what the food pantries, and we are all here to help. Being a government employee and not getting paid, or a contractor and you're not getting paid, it puts you in a whole different level that you never intended to be. So therefore, take advantage of these offerings of food so that your family doesn't have to necessarily suffer without food or whatever. And we're trying to get things more because you need toilet tissue, toothpaste, deodorant, and all those things that you normally buy when you have a paycheck. So those are people that are listening, don't be afraid to come and get help. We're here to help you. There's numbers, there's posters on Facebook. You could call 313-799-5831. Anyone. We don't ask for incomes, we don't ask necessarily where you live. Anyone in our region right now that needs help is welcome to call that number and get help. We are here to help because no one should suffer through this alone. You're not alone as long as you're a part of this community. Mr. Jennings.
Madam Mayor?
Yes.
I'd like to make the motion for adjournment.
Support. Being adjourned. Thank you.